Hello and welcome. This is a spreadsheet tutorial video really for crypto trading. And what I have created is one that will help me trade Litecoin against whichever coins I like. I have included 6. They would be Dash, ZEC, Extrabytes, Komodo, Voxels, and Potcoin. What I have is the price. This is the price with the Litecoin base market. So 3.22 against Dash, 208 against ZEC, 99,000 Satoshi against XBY, 2.2 million Satoshi against Komodo, 75,000 against Voxels, and 82,000 against Pot. And I got an extension. And this is really the main indicator to tell you when to buy and sell. Merely all this is where price action is compared to the 18 average of closes, and it's a front weighted average of closes. I'm not looking at any high or low prices. This is only using closing prices. 100 max. Well, that means over the last 100 days, what is the highest, taking the decimal off, of course, this has been in terms. This gives you the volatility. So we see Dash and ZEC, which are commonly heavily traded coins. The highest it's been is the price action is 55% away from the 18 average of closes. Whereas codes like Komodo, Extrabytes, and Voxels is about 100%, twice the value. And then the Potash about 63%. So when this goes much lower, like minus 30%, all these much lower numbers, much minus 40, depending, of course, higher for these ones down in here. Well, what this would be telling me is the price of these coins is getting very cheap against Litecoin. Most likely, it's a combination of either Litecoin going way up in value or the other coin going way down in value. Thus, the play is to sell Litecoin, most likely for Bitcoin, and then to buy with that Bitcoin you sold it for the alternate coin. On the flip side, when these numbers go to the positive higher percents, 30%, 40%, and these higher cases like 70, 80, you want to be selling them, or basically you're going to do the opposite as you'd be doing before. So you'd be selling these coins for Bitcoin and then be buying Litecoin. So what I've done is I first have a spreadsheet, or this here, which has the Litecoin price, and all this has is the date and what the price is against Bitcoin. And I just downloaded the data for the last 1 year, and I'm going to scroll down, and here we have it. So every day, basically, all I'm going to do is manually enter the price. That's it. Not that hard. Now let's go on the bottom. I got Dash, Komodo, all the other ones. So there's more data on this. I'll go through how I've calculated it because I'm not going to be giving any downloads of this. Rather, I'm going to be teaching you how I did it. And if you're interested in doing it, well, I'll show you how I did it. Same thing here, the closing price and the date. This I have equals this price divided by, and I would go to the Litecoin cross and I would divide it by this. And then the rest of the way down, I can copy and paste this. So we have 3 columns in here. What I did is I wrote this first on Notepad. Equals D18 multiply 18, and well, that's how the front weighted works. Whatever amount of periods you are doing, the last one gets that many periods multiplied its price, and then the period before one number less. And within this, if you divide that number by 171, that entire thing, then that gives me the price, which is the blah, 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 where it is on the 18 average. This one here is simply taking this price, subtract this price, divided by this, which is the same here. Okay, I gotta fix this up. This is easy. No, this is right. This is right. Basically what this does here, this column here, okay. This determines, is this a positive number? Because if it is, I want you to keep that number. But if it's negative, give me the positive one. So in situations where this goes to negative, it just inverts it to the positive. So now I'm going to go down closer to where we are for price action today. And I have a few more columns in here. These are the main ones now. Because what I want to do is I always want to make it set so that when I'm on this page, it's always going to know what the price is. It's going to know this information. And for me to do that, what I tell the computer here is, if this number here is greater than 0, then I want you to give me this number. If it's not, then whatever the previous number is what I want you to give me. So we can see here how we got all the numbers change. Then all of a sudden, now it always stays at the 32284. Well, that's because once I put a new date in, and how I've got it set up in here is the price is equal to, and I go to dash, this column here, but the number 1000. So it equals J1000. This gives me like 2 years before I have to change it. So that's going to be easy enough. And then the rest of them ask the same question. If it's equal to, if there's a price, basically, I want the new data. If there's no price, I want the old data. This number here represents where the 18 average is. This is the difference in the volatility, and this is the maximum. So on here, I can get the extension just by going to these different areas here. Now what's amazing is I got it set up so that I can add a new code extremely easy and fast. Let's assume I want to add another one, and I am on this page here. Let me just set it up so you can see most of the screen. This is cryptocompare.com. And let me type in LMC. Okay, so I will click on Advanced Chart. Although I don't need the chart, I just seem to have to click on it. I will click on 12 months. I don't need that much data, but I kind of want to have it just in case I want to look back at history. And I'll click on this and click on XLSX. You can't see it on the bottom of the screen. It's going to ask me if I want to save it or open it. I don't need to save it. I'm just going to open it. So it's already been opened. Here's my spreadsheet. And all I need is the time, which is the date in here. If I move out more cells, you'll see the date. And the closing price. So that's enough right here. I'm going to copy this and go to my other spreadsheet, and I'm going to make a new tab. It'll be LMC. And I'll just paste the data here, and there we have it. Now I'm going to take any one of the previous ones that I had. I'm going to go down to that 1000 mark, so this is where the data is. I'm just going to copy and paste everything all the way up. And I basically need column D1 on, so I'll copy this. Then I'll go to LMC, put this on D1 and paste. So I got all the data there. And now I can do this. So I'm going to put equals on the price, go to the LMC page. Let's scroll into here. And this is where the price is. I'm just going to type in 1,000. And we'll put the extension in, and I'm just going to, just so I don't have to format cells, I'm just going to copy and paste that first. So we'll go to LMC and we'll do the extension, and on this one here it would be this, everything's in the negative because Litecoin had a decent rally recently. But it hasn't been doing as well lately, so that's why the numbers aren't too big. And its maximum it is about 100 as well. I didn't explain calculating that, but that's easy. Okay, so that one's in there. So to calculate the maximum on here, on column H, this is equal to the maximum of column G, and that's that. That's pretty much it. Now I got all these div zeros, so in time I'm just going to have to do this. This will be a little bit of a not so annoying feature, meaning it's only going to take me a couple seconds just to paste more later on. Now as far as the dates are concerned, this is my little trick that I use to do quick dates. So we're going to be moving into February 20th. I'm just going to type 220. And here I'm going to do equals this number plus 1. And we'll copy and paste it a bunch of times, or a bunch of rows. So there we have it. So after February 28th, we're going to go to March 1st, so 301. And then after March 31st, we'll go to April 1st, 401. And so on and so forth. But this is how I can get the dates in. So every single day. Now for here, I got all of this. It's just going to be changed to what the number is. I realize that it's a lot of decimals. I could put a column in, just write in 763 and then have it automatically. Well, what you could do is insert column, and then in column, I'm not going to, but then just write in what the Satoshi price would be, which would be 763. And then in the other one equals that number divided by 100 million. 1, 0, 0, 3 more, and then 3 more. And then you get the Satoshi price that way as well. But basically it would work out to, okay, what's the price today? Because I'm going to be going on 7 o'clock closes, so I'm just going to have to update them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's easy for me. If it's a 3-digit price, 5 decimals. 4-digit price, 4 decimals. So on and so forth. And that will be it for this video. Again, this is going to be a good idea for me to do what I wanted to do before, and then of course the exchange was taken away from me. These are the codes right now that I have a higher amount than normal, making it very easy to be active in this immediately. I put in buy and sell orders in against Ethereum, but I don't need to use the spreadsheet for such, because the data is already on TradingView. I got that there. I got the exchange ready to go, and I don't need Bitcoin as a third party to get involved within this action. But when you're talking about these different smaller codes like the Komodos and the XBYs and the Lomo coins, all of them, Cardano probably, they're all going, and I thought about maybe adding that one in this mix as well. But again, it's going to come down to the point when all of these numbers go so low that they're all like minus 30, 40%, and a bunch of other ones are as well, then I can just pick and choose, because I'll sell a bunch of Litecoin. Now I'll have Bitcoin to buy stuff with, and then I'll buy stuff. And then, of course, look to sell those later on. Anyway, take care.